guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Weekly Reads. If you're new here, hello, hi, my name is Jyotsna, and what you are watching right now is a Weekly Reads video where I kind of wrap up the week and talk about the books that I'm reading. You get to know my reading plans through this series, and it's like a weekly video. But last week I could not upload this video basically because my laptop broke down, and then it just went for a toss. So I decided that instead of like filming somewhere midweek, I'll maybe film this weekend and put it out. Get my point? Anyway, so basically in this particular week I finished one book. So the one book that I finished is a book that I cannot talk about much. My thoughts are sealed until the Booktube prize is announced, and I read The Death of Vivek Oji by Akwaeke Emezi. Yes, I actually looked up how to pronounce their name because I did not know how to do that. So it's a book that I have been reading for the Booktube prize, and if you do not know what the Booktube prize is, I'll put a link in the description box below. So basically I'm one of the judges judging the final rounds in fiction of the Booktube prize this year. And that being said, let's move to the books that I'm reading currently. So the first book that I am way through, and of course again this is also for the Booktube prize, this is Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell, which was the winner of the Women's Prize in 2020. And basically, again, I have a lot of thoughts about it, but I cannot tell you because I'm reading it for the Booktube Prize. So let's move on to the next book, which again I am reading for the Booktube Prize, and that is The Prettiest Star by Carter Sickles. So I'm actually listening to this on audio. The other books are in print. I think this is the only audiobook that I'm going to be reading for the Booktube prize. But yeah, like that's that. And let's get to the other two books that I can actually talk about candidly. So the other book that I'm reading that I'm planning to pick up again, so my tripod will shake, excuse me for that. And the first one is this one. This is A Suitable Boy by Vikram Seth that I have been reading since quite some time now, but I wish to finish this ASAP. That's the plan. That's the whole idea behind this now. And plus I'm actually done with like 27% of the book. So this is like 27%, and it's a 1,500 page book. So yeah, and also this is a group read with Lauren, Paula, and Ash. So yeah, we are like moving at our own pace here. And that being said, this is interesting, by the way. I think everyone should read A Suitable Boy because it's not about like arranged marriages in India. It's about the political scenario post-Indian independence, because the book is set in the 1950s. I think 3 years after independence exactly. But yeah, it's like the early 1950s when the story is playing out in a fictional town called Brahmapur. So that being said, the next book that I'm reading currently is something that I picked up like on a whim because I saw this on an Instagram store, and I realized that the book is only 50 rupees on Kindle, and I decided that okay, fine, I just need to buy it and read it right away. And it's called India Unmade by Yashwant Sinha. Yes, it's a very controversial book. It's a political nonfiction which talks about how the Indian economy kind of was not that, how the Indian economy kind of crashed because of demonetization. And the only reason I picked up this book is because of the sensationalism around it, and plus it was cheap. So I just want to like read and know what does Mr. Yashwant Sinha think. Plus Mr. Yashwant Sinha was the finance minister and was a member of the BJP back in I think until recently he was a part of BJP, but he served as a finance minister in the 90s and as well as under the Vajpayee government. So it's interesting to see like an ex-BJP perspective. I'm still yet to decide whether this book is biased or not biased. I'm just reading it on a neutral perspective to understand what this guy has to say, and then maybe I'll make some choices or thoughts or whatever, because it's important to read both the sides of the story, right? I don't know, I just feel like that. But yeah, that being said, yes, these are the books that I'm reading for weekly reads. And as for my reading plans, I'm just planning to drop everything. Like I'm literally planning to drop everything and become like a reading hermit, going to the Himalayas with all my books and reading them. Like that's my plan, okay? And I think that's because I'm feeling very overwhelmed with everything going on right now. Like especially it's booker season and I've not been able to get to the booker, and that is maybe kind of hitting me because generally I am very diligent about reading the entire booker long list and things like that. And I have not been able to be an active participant, partly because I'm busy in my professional life, partly because I'm also like reading the Booktube price, because generally I don't like, I have not judged the Booktube price when the book was on. Okay, like that's the appropriate way to put it. But yeah, like that's the plan. This is what I think I'll do. I'll kind of like take it slow, and then like I will see, I will like just guess, I'll just keep moving. I'll just like not make any reading plans for now and just like move on with my life as it is. So that's the plan. But yeah, that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. It's a pretty short weekly reads this week, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on my Women's Prize prediction video, because that's coming up soon. Women's Prize is going to be announced on 8th September. So I am like super duper excited about it. Okay, cool. Bye.